I feel like that was long enough of an empty intro screen, so I'm just gonna start like this. Hey. Um, Felt like streaming some variety today, and I actually have like a long list of games I kind of have to play through because I, for some reason, never get to play games. It's kind of crazy. So there was this project basically called opengoal, which is kind of what this is all about, where a team of dedicated Jak and Daxter fans basically revived the language and made it possible for you to play the old games on your PC, basically natively, which is really cool, especially because Jak and Daxter as a series, while it's not like one of my favorite games out there, it is definitely one that kind of formed a bit of what who I am today for a really weird reason, actually. Because when I got this game, like years ago, I kind of have to show it off. It's like the original PlayStation 2 package, obviously in German, but as you know, you can switch languages. Even back then, it was possible. And yeah, I got it like back in 2005 or something. So this is actually like 20 years old by this point. And basically, I got this game instead of the actual game I wanted to have. And back then, I obviously was quite young, so I wouldn't be able to get a new game for quite some time. So I was obviously quite disappointed. And with this game just lying there on the kitchen table, basically, at some point, it kind of still lured me in. And the thing that really convinced me to play this game and, accept it as basically the game I would be playing for the next probably half year back then, because it was like summer and, my birthday is like in December, so this would be the next time I even would have the chance to get a new game. And the thing that really convinced me was this manual. I know the webcam is kind of terrible, so I can't actually show everything all too well on there. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem because most of the manual isn't actually that interesting. First of all, it's German, so no real reason to show much of it off. But it's actually not a regular manual with different pages, but instead it's just like one weird and large page with all the information on it. I kind of have to show it off because it's, in my opinion, really cool. And you have like all the information. Can't really show it off that well without hitting my microphone, so gonna try it. Obviously all in German. But the thing that really convinced me and that really impacted me is the backside, where you have the whole map of this game, and it's like quite a massive game for back then. When did it come out? Like 2002, 2001? I don't know. Like I have the Platinum Edition, which came out a little bit later. But like this map basically is the reason why I know people generally on Discord don't really play D&D with me, but when I DM, I draw all my maps myself. And this is probably the reason why. This is such a cool map. Like in the middle, there's like a guy. It's like one of the bosses I'm gonna have to fight later on. And you can just see how everything's connected. Obviously, names don't really make sense if you don't read German. Like this is the Lost Precursor City that you can see in the water over there. And you have like the boss. I don't think, no, the boss doesn't have a name on this map. It's just the mountain pass that you have to go through. It's such a cool map in my opinion. I really loved it. And again, it's the reason why I was convinced to actually play this game. And it took me quite some years to actually finish and 100% it, because I was terrible at games back then. I mean, I still am today, but back then it was even worse. And I think I folded it wrong somehow. Because I'm great at folding apparently as well. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna play today. I hope you enjoy, even if you're lurking or not lurking, I don't know. Maybe some people will find some joy in this VOD, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna start the game, I think. Also, hey, this is the premiere of my stream deck that I actually got yesterday. So I can actually switch scenes without having to do like weird shortcuts. And I say without doing weird shortcuts, but in reality it's still weird shortcuts just on a button. And for some reason OBS does not accept like F keys above 12, which is really weird because Discord does it. So I don't know. Still very nice. I don't have to press the comma key anymore to mute or unmute myself, which is really terrible if you're coding or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna switch to the game and hope that everything works, because I have not really tested it yet. I've only tested the very beginning, that it actually starts. And I've set it up that it's running in 4x3 just because I prefer to not block too much of the game. And I think it ran 4x3 format back then natively. Obviously, I mean, it's like a game from 2002. So yeah, I hope the audio is fine. The audio is probably not fine because I have disabled it. Anyway, now you should probably hear it. I hope it's fine. I'm just gonna preemptively turn it down slightly for stream. I hope that's fine. So that's probably fine. Again, I've not really tested it, and as you can see, there's actually a little bug already, and that might just be because my disk is so old I had to copy it from the disk, which, by the way, really funny story. Again, German. But there's actually a little sticker on here, and you will absolutely not be able to see it. Wait, like this. It basically tells you that you can't copy the disk, that there are like some special protections on it that you can't do it. And I basically just had to put it in the disk drive and say copy, so I feel like they were lying to me. And it's also the only game in the series, I think, that has that sticker, and it's not technically part of the disk, so instead it's just, you know, stuck on there on the plastic. But anyway, I think I'm just gonna start. For the people who don't know Jak and Daxter, and for some reason found this VOD or whatever, it's a collectathon. You're gonna have to collect a lot of things to 100% the game. I think most of it will be explained, and I'm gonna shut up during the cutscenes. Even though there will be subtitles, but I just prefer it that way. And we can start a new game. Obviously, I should mention that there are like extra options because, again, it's basically now a PC game. You just have to use the original disc. So you have like extra options like higher resolution. Obviously, the original game did not look as crisp as this one does. And you can like switch to different display modes, whatever. All of that stuff. I don't know what I just did. Everything seems to still be fine, so I'm just gonna ignore it. And aspect ratio. I think that might have been actually an option back then. I don't know. It's been too long. No, that's the wrong button. Okay, now I remember the game. Just gonna start a new game and shut up for the cutscene.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble! Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
What in green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? 'Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Yeah, that definitely was a long cutscene. The thing about that is, I think like speedruns actually start actually here.
You can't come back through the warp
Yeah,
gate
I get it,
until
Samus.
you find all
I
four
feel
power
like
cells
I
on this
should
island.
probably turn down the volume on my end, just because it's actually kinda loud. Okay, just a second. Applications, yeah. Should actually lower it on your end as well. I hope that's still fine. I can just kinda compare the bars, but you know, kinda have to guess. But yeah, this is the first level. You have to run around, and yeah, I remember how awkward moving around in this game felt. It's actually one of those really great speed games where you know, everything feels kinda nice, but stopping and going is kinda really awkward. Like if you see like I'm moving around the analog stick, and it's just, it feels kinda slippery. That's the best way to explain it. Well, anyway, now the goal is just go through training course basically. And this is where the game actually starts. We have like some green echo over here. This is basically our health. We can pick up, for every 50 of those we pick up, we get one extra health bar basically. Which button was this one? Wasn't. To show like everything. Like most of it will be explained. But basically, we have 3 health, and we can store an additional healing item, so we get instantly healed if we take damage. I don't remember if anything was back here. Just gonna roll around. Yeah, very pretty island, and we can actually see the mainland over there, which is something really impressive in my opinion, especially for back then. Again, game from like 2000. You can basically see the whole world all the time if you just get high enough up. So it's really impressive. It has like its own day-night cycle. And everything is interconnected, except for example, this island you have to teleport to, but everything else you can basically walk to, which is kind of impressive. Not just kind of, really impressive.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
Yeah, this is one of the 2 collectibles we have to... Well, actually there are even more collectibles, but one of the important ones. Those orbs, for 100% we actually will be picking up all the orbs. We have like some target dummies we can practice attacking. We have like 2 attacks, as you can see.
This
And more
is a
explanations.
power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Yeah, definitely useful. Basically the main objective will hold our progression. We need like 20, was stated to progress, and we have 4 in this area before we can leave. And obviously we save every time we pick one of those up. We'll get like a little animation, which is also very cute, to kind of hide the saving time, I guess.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Yeah, there are 7 scout flies in every area. They are generally not put together like this, but we have 4 over here. I remember we could, I think, do like an uppercut as well. Like, those boxes are like a bit too strong. I can't just punch them. I actually have to basically dive bomb them from the top. And there are like some moves that are slightly stronger than others. But as you can see, you can very well chain all the movement together, which is something really amazing about this game. Which is again why it's actually such a cool speed game.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's
Yeah, kinda
Blue
obvious.
Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
So yeah, now we have the ecosystem. It's basically the the magic system of this world. I already explained green eco, that's basically your health, and then you have blue eco, and if you pick it up, it just all the orbs fly to you. You move faster, boxes break, all of that stuff. It's actually kind of cool. Was there something down here? Yeah, there was.
How each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Yeah, you saw it like down the bottom right. It just shows you how long you actually can use the power. Well, it's like passively active, I guess. Passively active? I don't know. You know what I mean. Basically that you can use it. Blue eco is very passive, you could say. It basically just happens around you whenever you use something. And it actually picks itself up to get close because, again, you're getting like kind of magnetized. Which is kind of useful sometimes. But again, I think the game is kind of slippery, so it's kind of awkward to move around, especially if you get like speed buff. Probably like
This is
explanations,
a precursor
obviously.
door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
Yeah, so basically this is a puzzle thing. Where was I? And I completely forgot what I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Samus. Yeah.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Yeah, I talked about how slippery this game is, right? Basically, I'm guessing like by the midway point I'll probably be back in, yeah, how it feels, I guess. And we'll actually be able to properly play this game. But yeah, as you saw, blue eco vent, they're actually also kind of cool because you just get a lot more eco at once, and it makes, yeah, everything a bit easier.
You can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have laid
But I have to say that I'm definitely impressed by how this all looks. Again, I have not tried opengoal before. I've only seen it
Those
in...
little green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
I've only seen... Okay, I just noticed that I'm losing tons of frames, which is kind of really annoying. I'm gonna have to check that, which is kind of annoying because I can't do it locally. Is everything fine? Is it OBS or is it my internet? Give me a second. Bitrate is really terrible. I do not know why that is. Might be... I'm just gonna test internet here once. If it's my internet, then I'm gonna have to stop, otherwise I can just restart the stream in a second. Which would be kinda annoying still. I mean, download seems fine. It's so weird. Okay, my upload is terrible at the moment. I don't know why. Probably because I'm streaming at the same time. So I'm kind of confused. No, my upload is fine. I'm gonna restart stream. So be right back, I guess. At least the local recording is still going on. You know, sometimes kind of useful. And starting the stream again. Okay, I hope that fixed it. Frames seem fine right now, at least. Well, I mean, you can only hope. Well, let's return to gaming at least. I don't actually wanna be stuck on all you know, technical difficulties, I guess. Yeah, that seems more fine, like no dropped frames in a minute. That's okay. Okay, then let's return to playing normally. I don't know how awful the stream is going to look, like the first part. I hope the second part is going to be a lot smoother then.
You can jump once, then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
Yeah, and we reached 50 of 50 of the precursor orbs in Geyser Rock. And that just gives us the last energy cell. I mean, technically it doesn't give us that, but we can pick it up here. And then we have a platform we can ride down using blue eco. Yeah, I'm guessing something was just wrong with the server a second ago. So yeah, we are now allowed to go back to the main area by just pressing this button. And going in. And we just as an option, we only have the green sage's hut. So, time to warp into another cutscene.
Good training, boys, but that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack?
We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there. Now, all of you, get out of here!
So yeah, now the actual game begins. We are in a semi-open world, I guess. We have some hub worlds we can explore, and then we can leave to the different levels and explore as we see fit. Again, we have like some limiting factors, like for example, we have to cross the fire canyon later on, and we need 20 energy cells to progress, but otherwise everything before then is actually kind of free. Is it just weird? Okay, this is just the camera in this area. I was kind of confused for a second. Yeah, we should probably do the whole green eco catch-out thing quest at some point, but it's not gonna be the first thing we do, because spoilers for this area basically. There is something you have to do first before you can 100% that area. So I'm gonna do that little optimization. Gonna do yeah, I'm gonna complete another area first because it's gonna enable to do something later on. But anyway, we're just gonna talk to everyone first.
Hey, baby! What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing.
Listen, if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
I totally forgot that I actually spoiled that. This is kind of what I was talking about. There are these eco vents that we want to unlock first because it kind of opens up more of the map. And not doing that, obviously, would be kind of annoying and we would have to do some backtracking. So I would say we're just gonna check out everything in the village first, just to talk to everyone. Again, it's a casual playthrough. I could probably stop all the rest because I kind of know or kind of remember what they all wanted. Also gives us the chance to look for some of the scout flies.
Scout flies are always in red boxes.
Yeah, good to know. But we will have to go back here anyway at some point. So I'm just gonna talk to most of the people and we are going to finish this area up later once we have done everything they actually asked for us.
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
So yeah, side quests. You can actually do the side quest without actually talking to the person first. Technically, you first need to figure out that they accept 90 of the orbs as a donation. But otherwise, the other thing, obviously, we can just do, and then we basically would skip the first cutscene, which is kind of nice.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Yeah, classic Daxter move. Stealing some of the orbs. Obviously doesn't own them anymore, which is kind of annoying. But hey. And I think there were like 2 other people here. Oh, there are actually 3 more people, if I recall correctly.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
no good yourself, lady.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a spotted orange-bellied rainfrey. You know, yesterday I saw some terribly vicious creatures capture a mother flut-flut near the beach. Now there's this poor little orphan egg sitting in a nest at the top of the cliff, and I can't get to it. If you could climb up there and push it off, I've piled some hay down at the base to catch it safely. Do an old lady a favor, and I'll give you a power cell.
Because hay is always more than enough to save an egg, I guess. Yeah, I remember there were like 2 more NPCs here. There's one down there, but there should still be one somewhere. Like, more in this area. I guess it's this house here. Yeah, it's this guy.
Hey! Little furry dude! Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
You're what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute. We are not going back to Misty Island. Are we?
So yeah, Misty Island. I've actually never questioned it as a kid, but how did the Muse get there? Like the Muse, like we have not seen her yet, but she definitely does not seem like a creature that would swim at all that way. So yeah, and over there's the Sentinel Beach. This is basically the second area, you could say, but we are going to skip that one to go to another area first. Am I missing anything else in the area here? Again, I'm gonna check all the crevices later on. Oh yeah, there's the boat. That's a boat that would bring us to Misty Island. It's the one that we used in the intro cutscene. But obviously, now when we go there...
Maybe we should go root out the fisherman. I heard he was in the jungle fishing by the lower river.
Yeah, now we can't use it anymore, because for some reason roots don't count inside of cutscenes, but outside? I don't know. Now we have to be nice and actually ask the fisherman to let us use his boat. Which is going to be a side quest in itself. Okay, I would say for now, we can just go over here, talk to this guy. I think it's the last one we should be talking to. There's like technically another NPC, but we can skip that one for now. Yeah, Bessie, good girl. I would agree.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Well, we can definitely do that. That's the, I think like the last real NPC we can talk to. Technically, again, that's another one. But we are going to skip that one. And, you know, we're just gonna herd those yak cows over to the pen. I'm just gonna be nice to them for once. Because technically you can speed them up in a very animal-friendly way. You know, taking them. But, you know, casual playthrough, not really necessary. But I guess this one isn't really moving. I guess we have to them. Go. Shoo. To the pen. I mean, they're kinda near indestructible, which is kinda nice, I guess. And compared to everything else, we can just, you know, box open. Shoo. And I feel like there should still be, yep, that one over there. Is it the last one? No, there are like 2. Great. Obviously, herding quests are definitely the best quests you can do. Always. I don't actually think that mechanic comes up again, so... It's not even a tutorial, it's just like, yeah, a mini quest you only do once. Which, you know, could be nice. If people enjoy it, I guess. It's certainly an activity. But the real action will start after that. Well, I hope. From what I remember, at least. Sure. Go in.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Yep, let's talk to him.
Ah, well done, my boy. You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
Very nice, and this is our 5th power cell. So, you know, only 15 left to progress, which is progress, I guess. I mean, 4 of them are mandatory. I'm just gonna, you know, I could actually show this area first. This is basically the gate that is limiting us from progressing. Where we need all those power cells. Fire Canyon. And if you're looking over here, you can see there's like a lot of lava.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Yeah, so basically we need the zoomer. The zoomer does not stand here until we have enough power shells, not shells, I mean power cells to power the shield. And I'm not gonna run into that lava, that basically instant kills you. Most of it does. We're just gonna ignore the face in the background. And go into this next area. This is the Forbidden Jungle. If I recall correctly, that's I think what it was called, right? Are you gonna leave at some point? I guess not. Okay. Second sidekick, I guess. Sure. Let's climb the rocks. Okay, now they're gone. As you can see, big precursor or like building, I guess. It was so weird that I just stood in that butterfly there. Yes, you can see a nice area, floating orbs and all. This is one of the precursor structures that we will be exploring during this playthrough. Very nice. Basically, just the ancient civilization here. They have their cool stuff. And obviously snakes for the jungle. Yeah. This is the first area we can like freely explore, I guess. And we can also finish in one go. I'm just gonna go to the right here. I know speedrunners probably have their own techniques and their own routes, but I would not be able to remember those. It's been some time since I've seen a full run. And it's been even longer since I last played it. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but like last time I played this game was probably like a decade ago. And back on the PS2, obviously, not in the open goal version. Let's jump up here. And there are like some fishies in the water that we will also ignore. And I think one of the quests was to basically there's like this blue eco beam. Okay, I did not want to end up like this. That's the blue eco beam that we will have to route back to the city, or not city, town more or less, I guess. To for some reason power a windmill, because that's how windmills work. And here we first meet the lurkers.
And break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
Yeah, Daxter. We can wait. Yeah, this is basically a machine that blocks the weird beam, and we have to destroy the machine, and then technically not even the full machine, and then reroute the whole laser to restore power to the village. Because for some reason the only way to power the village was to use ancient magic. As you can see, there's just this weird mirror redirecting it. And now the laser just shoots, and for some reason there's this weird lens.
Scattered all over the jungle must redirect the eco beam. Let's go fiddle with him.
Yeah, and we just have to aim where we want to point it, and have to wait until the next mirror is there, so the next mirror can then shoot it even further. Obviously you have to go there now and aim it again. But we can probably do that a bit later, when we are more or less done with the area. Because again, we have to explore quite a lot here. So I'm just gonna try to avoid some backtracking. At least some of it. You can also pick up this power cell, I guess. Yeah. And also, we can obviously swim. I think I've mentioned, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but You might have been able to see that in the tutorial area. Picking up all those orbs would be slightly easier with blue eco, but I'm kind of too lazy to get it. Also, if you jump out into less shallow water, yeah, there's a shark. And this sound gave me such terror attacks back as when I was a child. It was crazy. Basically like the heartbeat drums that just get faster and faster as the shark approaches. Kinda crazy. Okay. So yeah, let's just run around. I know we can find some orbs and probably some power cells on the lower floor. And here we find a new type of chest and mechanism. First the mechanism. As you can see, they just show a lot of orbs. To hide them all in one place, you just have to bring some blue eco over there and then stand in them. So you can collect all of them. And then we have those boxes. You shouldn't touch them. They kind of explode. In a classic fashion. Classic PlayStation 2, I guess, mascot platformer fashion. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah. As you can see, we can just basically in this first area jump around and run around, and we will find something new every time we just check an area, I guess. Mostly those orbs, some of the power cells. If we wanted to check, we can actually, let's not select pause. Yeah, we can see which power cells we've already collected. We can see some we cannot even mark, some have a name, like catch 200 pounds of fish. I don't know why it's telling me already, but there is a quest to catch 200 pounds of fish. Or like follow the canyon to the sea. This is the power cell we just picked up, so you can see which ones we've completed and which we know. Every area has 7 scout flies, I think that was mentioned already, and the 7th one always has a power cell. And find a blue vent switch. Okay, this was mentioned before. And basically every side quest gives always one of the energy cells. And connect the eco beams. I always thought that would count to the Sandover village, but I guess not. I guess it's technically a quest for the Forbidden Jungle. But anyway, 6% already. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore those orbs for now. And look around the rest of the area here. So you can see the roll is also a great attack for some enemies. I'm guessing the weaker ones. The stronger ones, I think we just take damage if we roll into them, if I recall correctly. Also we have like all those spiky tentacle vines, whatever. They surely are not important. They would certainly not come up so often. Okay, I think we can do the fishing quest down here. But first I'm gonna pick up all the orbs on top of the bridge.
Ask the fisherman down by the jungle river if we can borrow his speedboat to zoom on over to Misty Island.
I mean, yeah, that's a good idea. Good that you're actually telling me that where the fisherman is. Again, it's down the bridge, but I'm gonna pick up the last few orbs that are nearby before I'm climbing down there. And as you maybe have seen, I'm always using like a double jump and I'm doing a spin attack. There are 2 attacks I've mentioned before. You can box like basically forward, or you can spin. And using like a spin after the double jump still gives you like a little bit of height, and I think resets your fall damage. It's also nice.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig, and now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island. You want to try the challenge?
Yeah, obviously.
There are 2 types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
So yeah, mini games. I remember this being really hard as a kid. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to manage to catch all the 200 in one attempt. But I guess we can try. Already caught 22. Obviously the beginning is slightly easier, but it's gonna get a lot harder over time. And also it's, to my knowledge, random. How many eels you're getting and how many of the big fish. So I think I just got quite lucky with like the double catch there. And I lost one. Classic. Missed one, but again we can miss up to 19. The 20 is, yeah, makes us automatically fail. But we're always almost half done. Just kinda nice. Okay, steady boy, yeah. I'm not steady enough. Getting out of those. All the eels. Gotta concentrate it just a little bit.
Here comes a big one.
Okay, big one. Ah, obviously. I was greedy. I wanted to go to the left one. But you can see, can happen quite quickly. And we did a little jump, which is also kind of nice. Also like how Daxter and Jak both look at the net. Small little detail. Okay. And obviously, wow, missed one. It's gonna take quite some time to get there again. So I hope I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Steady boy.
Gotta concentrate just a little bit. Nice. Ah, missing two. It's annoying. I'm just gonna leave that one to get the rest of them. And obviously missing every fish means that we have to catch one later on, which again, slightly more dangerous, or like slightly more of a chance to get one of those eels.
Don't miss one like that
Down. That was bad.
Hold steady. You're almost there.
Almost there.
You did
Okay,
it.
did it.
You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
How nice. Because we didn't do that before anyway, so, you know. Yeah, this guy is gonna be really cheerful from now on. So let's just leave him down there. I don't think there was anything down there. So now we did another very important quest. So now it's probably time to figure out how to restore all of those blue eco vents that was talked about earlier by Kira. And to do that, we have to enter the temple. And we can do that by basically following this road over here. Or this pathway more or less. I mean, it's not really a road. It's more like a, you know, rickety bridge. And obviously have to avoid those weird traps that are still working after all this time. Or maybe those are lurker traps, I don't know. But they don't really seem like the trap building type. I don't know. But it might just be me. Yeah. I think that one. Just gonna pick up some more green eco just because I can. And then I'm gonna activate the bridge by just walking over there. As you can see, some of the blue eco vents definitely still exist, but not all of them. Some of them we have to enable by getting over here. There's still a lot of stuff to pick up. Yeah, okay, I thought we had an energy cell over there, but I guess it was over here somewhere. Yeah, right. Just jump over here. And we get like at least a scout fly, I guess. not the energy cell itself, but we're still missing one of those. I forgot where that one was. Probably somewhere up the tower. So let's pick up some blue eco and use the elevator. Again, very slippery, not slippy. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of awkward to really land where you wanna land if you're not used to it. It's definitely something I felt like the last time I tried to play this game after playing some other PlayStation games. And yeah. Well, I certainly didn't play it back then, so kinda skipped this game because it was, again, very slippery, and I heard about this project here. The whole open goal stuff. So I did wait, I guess. And okay, I somehow missed that jump. Okay, yeah, I can catch it. And climb up the rest of the elevators. And, well, I mean, yeah, those are technically elevators still, even if they're moving slightly to the side. And we can press the button to go into the temple. Yeah. Can spin around. You know, inside the temple, and the button should come up in a second again, I think. I remember, like, if I remember correctly, we can still leave, in theory? Huh, I guess not. Well, I guess we're stuck here now.
So we got a precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So it ain't gonna help us!
Well, yes, I guess we have to find some blue eco, and maybe not, okay, not fall into the endless pit inside of a temple. You know, it's actually a perfect place to put an endless or bottomless pit. I mean, are there better places? Maybe a forest? I don't know. Not too many places, I guess. Picking up all of this, and here we have like a big blue button we can press. Certainly not a red one. So we should be safe just picking up the energy cell. Classic dance moves. And we're pressing the button, and as you can see, the vents are all activated now.
Did you see that? Blue eco vents have been activated all over the world. I knew there was a way to turn them on. There must be places to turn on the other eco vents as well.
I mean, there might be. Let's just run over there, and now the blue eco vent over here works, and we can use these platforms to jump up and collect some more orbs. Obviously not that, you know, well hidden. Now we pick up some more blue eco, and we see that this area is slightly harder now because the platforms also turn around. We can't stand on them, of course, if they are upside down. Punching that guy. And we meet our first, yeah, I guess, mini-boss. The plant probably has a name. I remember I definitely got stuck here as a child because, again, I was like 6-7 years old. Had no idea what to do. And also, big plant scary, I guess. So yeah, we just wait for the end of the moves of the plant, and at some point it's gonna, for some reason, show its neck, I guess. You can call it that. And those little buggers you can't really attack unless they retract their little spikes. And this is all this boss is all about. You just climb up and punch it again. Every time. Okay. First one. Okay. Obviously that one's still... I should probably wait outside of the range of the big plant. I don't know. Heard that it's sometimes useful to do. Okay. Let me climb again. Perfect. And the last punch. Classic rule of 3. Obviously had eaten one of those energy cells. So let's pick that one up. And the plant didn't actually just eat one of those energy cells. It also ate some orbs. So now we have to jump onto the plant and pick up the orb until it's empty. I don't know, how many orbs was it? Was it all of them already? Okay, it was all of them already. I think that was everything we can pick up here. So now we jump up this chute, and you can see we picked up the last orbs that I left a bit earlier. I suddenly remembered that I could do that. Over there are still some orbs that we can pick up. Yeah, laughing fisherman, okay, it's fine. Again, gonna ignore that for obvious reasons. And just pick up the last few orbs. I don't know how many orbs are still missing. Might be, yeah, was the last one. We are up to 150 in this area. Now we only have to move the laser around. And that shouldn't be too hard actually. Now that we have explored everything here. We just have to, yeah, follow the pointing arrow. And remember that the camera controls are inverted in those little areas. Yep, next tower. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just to check, did I forget anything else? There's still one energy cell, I don't know where it is. Might be here in the beginning, right? No, this is technically not the center of our village, because otherwise there wouldn't be any orbs. What's the last energy cell? I don't recall. Guess we can climb up there. Unless the laser gave 2 of those, but that seems kind of excessive, if you ask me. Guess we'll find out in a second. Which laser position are we on right now? Didn't I shoot that laser already? Over there? Yeah, I did. And where did I shoot it to? Should be over there. Okay. Have to climb back up to the temple, I guess. Shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Still don't quite recall where I had to go for the last energy cell. If it was even here. I mean, obviously there is one, but I, for some reason, thought it did not have to do with those laser beams. Got it. Okay. I failed a jump. Tried to do a roll jump over there, but I guess I started a bit too late and rolled over the cliff. That's fine. It's not that much of a setback yet. Like the later areas obviously will be a little bit harder, and if you miss a jump, you might just die. Quite easily actually. So, avoiding that trap again. And now, as you can see, by the way, all those tentacles, all those vines, I guess, spiky vines, have stopped wiggling around. You know, they were all part of the same plant. Okay. Next area. Still so confused. Which was the last? I mean, we will be able to see if this is the last one in a second. So I'm just gonna do that first. Otherwise, I will really struggle to remember where I had to go. But let's find out, I guess. This should be the last one of those lasers. And it should just go to the village. Yeah, now it should show us in a cutscene. Yeah, everything from the temple back to where we were. Back at the village. As you can see, obviously blue eco makes the wind move. Okay, I feel like whatever energy cell we're missing, because this one is the return to the mayor quest, there is still one missing. Which one was that? I guess we have to climb back up again. I think it's probably just one laying around, but I can't recall where that was. And can't be somewhere we haven't explored yet, because we have all those orbs already. Which makes this kind of awkward. I'm just gonna go to the temple again. Yeah, continue laughing. Enjoy your life. You get it, 200 pounds of fish. Very funny. It's probably the funniest thing in your whole life. Certainly not as funny as 199 pounds. I genuinely have no clue where it was. And I should probably not roll into those traps. That sometimes helps. We had the energy cell back here. We had one on top of the temple. And I'm quite sure that there wasn't another one here, but I'm still gonna climb, or at least look from upstairs. It would be weird. Because I don't think... We had one at the... what's it called? At the weird machine, right? The mirrors? Did we get one there? It feels like one of those places where you would normally get an energy cell, so let me check that again. Find a blue vent switch. Maybe? Feels weird, but maybe there was something. Just gonna jump into one direction and hope and pray. I'm so confused. Or is there like a quest in another area that counts for this? You know what? I'm just gonna go to another area. I don't feel like wasting too much time here. I will have to return then, I guess, at some point. Because otherwise, obviously, we can't really call it 100%. But sometimes it helps to just, you know, look back at it with fresh eyes. Which I certainly do not have right now. So, let's just return to the village. We can do all the talking a bit later, I guess. It's so weird. So confused. Still, I'm just gonna say we can do all the talking a bit later and instead just get either to Misty Island. I'm guessing Misty Island, just because it's slightly closer. To reach the boat.
Hey, let's go check out old Fish Breath's speedboat at the dock.
I mean, Daxter surely agrees. So why not? Over to the docks, I guess. With the whole one boat that exists in the whole village. And let's get over to Misty Island. And I really love this part because, yeah, it's a seamless transition. We just, you know, drive over the water, over the ocean. And land at Misty Island. Obviously, or like some camera tricks so it feels like it's more vast and open world than it actually is, and obviously to hide some of the loading, but it's still, in my opinion, very impressive. And I think it's not just my opinion, probably there are like a lot of people probably who would agree.
This place gives me the creeps.
Right.
And trust me, it's a whole new experience when you're covered in fuzz.
It's kind of understandable, I guess. Now we have like some lever action with a big old rock on one side. As you can see, most of the mechanisms aren't like that complicated in this game, and I can remember most of them. I remember those guys, they have like 2 hits, they have the helmet you have to box off first, and then you can actually hit them. And there we have the Muse, and this one is really annoying to catch, so I'm gonna try to do it as quick as I can. We might need like a few laps. Come on. Obviously, if you're jumping too far, obviously they can just turn around. I really don't want to spend too much time here. But I guess I will. I guess I certainly will. At least it gives us a bit of a chance to pick up the orbs I missed. If I'm jumping off anyway. Forgot, I know there are like some tricks to do it slightly quicker. I guess boxing. Boxing always helps. And the Muse was collected. Obviously we're getting the power cell once we return to Sandover. But that does not matter for now. There's still like a lot of other energy cells we can collect. As well as orbs, obviously. Classic collectathon style. Oh yeah, there were those bones. I don't think we can... Okay, we can actually kick them over. I thought we would need a special... Well, special trick up our sleeves, I guess. It's one of those guys. Those weird frog guys. Just gonna ignore that guy. Don't wanna stand around in the mud. Yep. Getting some scout flies as always. 7 of those per area. Because we obviously had to increase that number for the collectathon, I guess. You know, I've never really wanted this as a child, but those bones... Where are they from? I have no idea what it should be. I don't know, whales? Massive whales that got stranded here, I guess? Would have to be something on that side. What is... Oh, that's the geyser rock over there. I was confused by the weird shroud in the mist. Just gonna hit this guy 2 times, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem now. And here we actually find that the trick I mentioned, Red Eco. It makes our attack stronger, and it's kind of useless, let's be honest. This game doesn't have that intricate combat, and like, okay. Dark Eco Box. Yeah, we should probably avoid those, as well as those weirdly, I guess, patterned floors that will definitely not crash into the endless pit below, the mist below when you step on them. Certainly would never happen. But yeah, Red Eco is kind of underutilized in this game from what I recall, because there aren't actually that many combat sections. Well, I am saying before going in here. This is lore-wise the area where we saw all the lurkers when they talked about their grand plan to collect stuff and round people up. And we can get Red Eco to make it slightly easier, but then again, all of those lurkers are already one hit, except for the big ones, so there isn't actually too much of a difference, and I don't think we can... Yeah. We can't even punch those open, so it's really not worth to spend too much time on the Red Eco stuff. Just gonna... Need to try to hit them without getting hit myself, I guess. I would actually like some more green eco. And yeah, this is a small little combat section, as you obviously you can tell. Okay, that worked out fine. And we just had to defeat all the enemies to leave this place. Not sure, they might still... Yeah, they're still shooting, I think. Or do they stop now? I guess they do not stop now. We actually have to get there. Yeah. I'm not gonna jump into the ooze. That sounds like a good choice. Instead, pick up this energy cell. Okay, this is kind of a dead end now, I think, from what I remember. Or I guess over there's another door. Yeah, okay, this is actually another door. I do not want to get attacked by you guys. Thanks. Okay, they are quite manageable if you only fight in 1v1 actually. But, you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. Some red eco, and you can only ever pick up 1 eco at a time, so again, red eco, kind of awkward. Still don't really know why we are getting that. I mean, technically, you know, they just wanted to have 4, I guess. Punch this guy. Like, I get the lore reasons, but in this game, you know, definitely not an eco type you remember. The other ones are definitely a lot more useful. Okay, we have this second scout fly, which is also kind of nice. Okay. Okay, I misremembered that. We can actually stand in the mud, I guess. I thought we would take damage, but I guess not. Well, I guess we can jump down here. I remember that there was a bit of stuff over here. Also very nice. Jumping over here. And there's another one of those frogs. Again, I'm mostly just gonna ignore them. I don't think there's any real use to attacking those. because they don't really follow us or anything. They aren't really a threat in that sense. Okay, we need some blue eco over here, and here we have.
Those dark eco boxes are bad.
I did not try to punch that guy or that box, I guess, but sure. And first death. Say good night, Jak. Exactly. I try to avoid deaths, but you know, sometimes I'm not a great gamer. But at least we could see Daxter make one, you know, quip. I wanted to say funny quip, but you know, that's debatable. When you die, it's gonna happen probably a few times more. Again, I don't remember the whole game, but I remember, you know, struggle with controls every once in a while. But you know, it is as it is. As you can see, we are like on this massive lake. We don't want to fall into that lake because, again, they're like these lurker sharks. I've mentioned it before and kind of shot them. Yeah, they're just gonna gulp us up in one little bite when we stay in the water too long. And by too long, I mean like 2 seconds or 3 maybe. I mean, I technically have to swim to you, but, you know, they are quite fast. Okay, and now we can... I would say we just go over here. There are these weird logs, I guess. I don't know, I don't even know what they are supposed to be. I mean, yeah, they're kind of logs, but the handle, I guess they're like massive clubs. I don't know why they are used this way. I mean, there's like a machine over there that kind of throws them up here, so they're getting mass-produced, I guess. Ah, there's probably no reason. Okay, trying to dodge that one at least. And getting some more orbs. And we can probably continue like this. Okay, when we get close, obviously it stops producing for some reason. Just suddenly ran out, I guess. And over here there's a lurker on a cannon. That's the guy that shot on us, at us when we were in the arena. And knocking him out gives us another one of those power sets. Very, very nice.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. You two didn't screw up. Now that the lurkers can't open that silo, they can't flood the world with dark eco and cause untold destruction. Wipe that ridiculous grin off your face, Daxter. The two of you have plenty to do. Get on with it.
I don't remember when they talked about whatever happened here. Maybe if you talk to Samus again, but I just remember that he kind of shouted at you that you have to leave the area. Maybe there's a conversation if you do the green eco vents first and talk to him. Maybe. I don't remember, but we can now use the cannon, which is kind of useful, because then we can destroy those boxes. Okay, it was the X key. Yeah. And there's treasure inside, obviously. That's not close enough. I think those were all of them. Okay, we can collect them a little bit later. Which is fine, I guess. I don't know, was there anything over there? Don't think so. Okay, then I guess let's just jump back into the arena and collect those orbs. We can then return to the beginning of Misty Island and just try and get to the lake again, because there's actually a second area to the lake. We can only reach from... Well, technically we can just jump into the lake, so technically we can reach it from above, but it's a lot easier to do so from the beginning of the island. Also those guys. Knocking those out. And over there is another energy cell that I almost forgot. Okay, ready to go. I did not want to do that, but good thing that this is the only place where you can actually jump down. This is kind of impressive, I guess. You know, I got basically knocked down because I tried to punch forward and then jump, but I think because I picked up the eco, I wasn't grounded anymore, so I couldn't do that. Yeah. Just gonna ignore that frog for now and punch another lurker. I think we actually have to get the blue eco from over here. It's probably the closest one. Didn't want to punch that box. Good that it didn't happen. Getting the blue eco up here first, then the one on the bottom, and then we should be able to just run over here and activate that one platform to bring us over to the next energy cell. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, 15 already. 5 are missing until we can leave the main hub area, but again, 100% run, so I'm gonna try to collect everything I can in every hub world before I move on to the next. And it shouldn't be a problem, I think. Over here. Okay, we already picked those up, I think. Then let's return to the lake. Again, there's a bit more of the level there that we can access if we start from over here, where the muse was. I hope I don't miss a singular orb somewhere. That would be kind of annoying to find later on. We already have the problem with the energy cell. Just gonna look around some corners before continuing. Hey. Getting that one, and I'm gonna go over this bridge. Just quickly just checking. I don't think there's anything. Okay. Then let's jump down here. This is the graph zoomer. That's the one we use in the lava tunnel. What was it? Fire canyon later on. You will not believe it, but without lava, it's actually a lot easier to use. So we can just fly around here. It's actually kind of great. You just speed up with the X. Yeah, we can do that later, Daxter. We can just float over the water, which is kind of nice. And we have to kill all those lurkers by flying into them. Ooh, best without running into the stones, I guess. Always avoid the mines, I get. I get it. I don't know why they have 2 mines on them, but probably a reason for that, I guess. This at least gives us a chance to pick up some more orbs. I think that might be the last one I'm missing. Not quite sure, but let's check. No, it's not the last one. Ah, over there. Okay, then let's first go over here. Pick up some power cells. Obviously not enough on power cells of the orbs, the precursor orbs. And try this one again. Okay, this is not enough. I actually have to get their full speed. Otherwise I can't collect them. Which is obviously fine, I guess. And we can do like smaller leaps, and this one was a bit too high, I guess. Okay. Getting this one. Oh, there's still one. Okay, I'm guessing there are a lot more of those lurkers. Okay, I feel kind of stupid for missing this so many times. Come on, I can do this. I believe in myself, okay? A bit slower. Yeah, okay. That was fine. I guess we can't turn around like this. I thought we could... Okay, you can't hover backwards. You can just, you know, hit the brakes, but that's all. So let's return over here. Can I? Probably can't. I'm too slow. Even if I speed up now, I probably won't. Okay, the lurker's turning around anyway. So let's get it. Okay. Energy cell lands in the middle of the boat. So let's pick up that one first, and then we can go back to collecting those orbs. Because I know, like, the moment I forget about this energy cell, it's gonna be forgotten forever.
Good! You stopped all the mine-dropping lurkers. They've been threatening the waters around our village for weeks. Bring your zoomer back to the transpad, and I'll teleport it back.
I mean, good idea, but I feel like I still have stuff to do here, so... And have to do it again. I wanted to jump, but I guess I did the input slightly too late. Again. The game is sometimes slightly slippery. And I'm gonna blame that. And my controller, not my lack of skills. Okay. That seemed to work out fine. Then let's get the energy cell. This should be the last one in this area at least. And energy cell. Any other things missing? There's certainly some orbs. Okay, the rest is just return the muse, and we need 7 scout flies. And there are like 29 orbs left, so I guess we have to pick those up somewhere. So that means there are still 1 or 2 areas missing we have not really seen too much of. At least not properly explored. Again, that's like quite a lot of orbs actually, thinking about it. And again, scout flies. I feel like there should be a little alcove at some point. Just to the side of the island, because, you know, obviously the way the camera works, it's like a perfect hiding spot. Oh wait, they're like, can't do this jump. Okay, there are 3 orbs over there in the background. So let's try reach those. Okay, very nice, that's quite simple actually. And just gonna climb over here. 3 more orbs, okay. I know we didn't explore everything here, but I feel like what else should be done? Maybe over here. I don't know if we explored everything down here in the island. What about over here? There seems to be nothing. Okay. I guess this is not the place. Checking out another area, I guess. Touch that guy twice. Maybe down between those little plateaus. Like, we are still missing scout flight. This is like the main thing that kind of worries me. Okay, over there are some more orbs. That's promising. So let's go over here. Okay, there's one of the scout flies. That's good to know. It's number 6. And then we can go over here. Okay, that's it. This is kind of what I mentioned earlier with the slightly different tinted floor, I guess. I'm very talented at this game. Let's just climb the same way again. This time maybe don't stand up the area. I don't know. Sometimes that might be useful. Okay, this is the last scout fly. This means another energy cell. And obviously we get one once we return the muse. But there's still some orbs missing. How many? 20 still. It's a lot actually. I did pick up the ones in the arena, right? Where else would I hide 20 orbs? It seems like a very specific number. That's the only reason why I think it's like one area probably. Is there one of those, you know, those weird mechanisms where you run in and it just shows you like a bunch of orbs? I feel like there should be one somewhere of those. Maybe on the other side. Like, it feels like a number that would fit for those. I don't know if there are actually 20 in those. Exactly. But there are a lot of them in there, so why not? And 20 feels like a good number. Can we not pick up that stuff? I mean, I was down here, right? And let's check out everything at the beach. I guess so. Let's roll around a bit. Okay, invisible wall. Or a tree, I guess. Semi-invisible. Let's try this again. Gonna climb up here first. I don't know if I had been here before. Like, I'm definitely stumped. I have no idea. On the boat, maybe? Is there like another area there that I missed somehow? Like, again, those are like two very specific, or like one very specific number now. I feel like they... Oh, wait. Did I activate that one already? No, I did not. Okay. Those were not all of them. I guess they only hold like 15, or how many do they hold? Gonna have to check that in a second. Just gonna look around first. It's so weird. Let's look again. I'm missing 5. Okay, yeah. So I guess those weird pylons, I guess, hold 15. Like 5 is again one of those numbers where I feel like they're all together somewhere. So I'm not just missing random 5 ones. They're just on their own. Let's check the beginning again, I guess. Okay, the lurkers don't trigger those blocks, that's good to know. Was not sure anymore. But kind of makes sense if they have placed them themselves, so... You know what, I'm just gonna fly around the right side of the pool because I haven't been... Okay, yeah, I was right. I remembered correctly, there was stuff inside this little, I guess, skeleton. So this is all we had to do on this misty island. That's nice. Okay, then we can actually return to the main island and never have to return here. And I, for some reason, was driving too fast. Good to know. So let's return to the boat. Should be over here, right? Just a bit around the corner. And we can see the mainland again. It's kind of nice. Again, I really love how interconnected everything seems to be and actually is. You can see the village kind of from here. Obviously, a bit more low poly, but you know, still very nice. I feel like we can probably still finish one more area today. That would be the Sentinel Beach, I guess it was called. Something like that. Which is the area I talked about first, which would kind of be like the first area you go to. I don't know if... I mean, technically there isn't really that much of an intended order to do things. It's just important that you do the jungle before you do either Misty Island or finish the Sentinel Beach, because again, obviously you can't really reach Misty Island without going there. Oh yeah, that's the Fisherman Hut. Obviously there's no one in there. This is the mayor. We can actually finish the quest.
Oh, what a wonderful sight! I thank you. And the entire village will thank me. Boys, you have restored power to the village and guaranteed my re-election. And for that, my boy, you've earned a power cell.
Guaranteed my re-election. You still need donations. Crazy. Yeah. And we trade again.
You want to make a contribution? Good. A sizable one, I hope. Yes. Oh, it is a sizable contribution. I just hope this power cell adequately represents my gratitude.
I like how this is a sizable contribution, if this is quite literally the minimum we can actually donate. So, I don't know. I mean, sometimes they talk like this.
You've collected enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. Meet me by the entrance to the fire canyon by climbing the cliff behind the farmer's house. Bring the power cells, and hurry! My father says he's seen more lurkers around.
Well, we certainly will not hurry, and instead just continue our quest here. Yeah, trade in some more.
You two are back to make the trade. Good, jolly good. Hey, you have the precursor orbs that we agreed on? I hope you put this hard-earned power cell to good use. Cheerio, ta-ta, bye-bye.
I mean, I agree. Cheerio. Yeah. There's still some things to do. And again, 100%, so we can't just leave here after only doing 2 of the areas. We obviously have to do all of the areas. like, have to do all of the areas. We can probably visit the last NPC now. This person doesn't really talk or give us any new information now. That is the bird lady, I guess. I have to move my mouse. Yeah, just gonna climb up here. There's still one last NPC over there we can talk to after picking up some more orbs. Or maybe we wait with that. Maybe we don't. Just gonna hope I have enough. Yeah, farmer, talk to yourself.
Wow! Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
Yeah, funky statue. Very important. Scout number 4, and let's talk to the
precursor oracle like the sage always goes on about. I hope they weren't as ugly in person.
I mean, you know, questionable.
Who awakens the oracle? Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Yeah, obviously. You know, they, before time they already knew that they could, you know, do trade,
For
obviously.
your gift, another power cell is yours.
But yeah, this is one of the 2 power cells we can collect here. We can't collect the other one yet, I think, if I counted that right. Yeah, we are a few orbs short. We have to return here later. We have to return later anyway, so... Mainly because we have to talk to the... Wait, do we even have to talk to that person? We'll find that out. I thought about the lady who wanted us to kick down the egg from that one cliff, but I don't actually think we have to talk to her again. At least not here. Let's just talk to the guy and give him his muse back to completely finish the other area.
Muse! You saved her! Oh, you really are the best. Here, take this power cell. I won't need it now that I have my inspiration back.
Yeah, and another power cell. And this should definitely be the last one for Misty Island. Yeah, Misty Island is completely yeah, finished. Again, I have no idea what I missed in Forbidden Jungle. It's so weird. I guess we have to return there at some point. Because I don't feel like it's related to anything we are going to be doing here. So let's just visit the Sentinel Beach. Very nice area. Again, we can collect all the rest in the center of our village when we return there. No need to do it now. And obviously, it's all unique enemies, but they're still all one hit, basically. Some weird sandworm lurkers, I guess. And those crabs. And hey, a power cell out in the open. How nice. Thanks, Bomb.
Hey! That pelican just snagged a power cell! Let's go kick some big bird butt!
How weird. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get hit again. Let's just swim over there. And pick up some orbs. And kick some bird butt, I guess. That's fine. Spitting it out. And now we actually have to race against the bird to get over there.
Get to the power cell before the pelican scoops it up again!
I actually think jumping is faster in the water. I remember the timer being somewhat tight, so I was kind of happy that I actually managed to do that first try. I wasn't sure if you actually needed blue eco or if just jumping was enough. Oh look, a lurker dog. I mean, there was definitely a lurker. Certainly not a dog. Let's continue just collecting some more stuff. For now. Lurker dogs. Very nice. And here we have the quest from the very beginning. Some green eco collectors, I guess they were called. Which is nice because we can actually full heal on those. Because again, those vents fill us up with eco. And the green eco obviously being our health. It's kind of convenient to have. Maybe we can never use it again because it's only in this area.
Well, I see that you two have finally decided to unblock my collectors. I would offer my congratulations, but you have so much to do, I won't waste your time. By the way, if things don't work out, Daxter could always get a job controlling the village rat problem.
I mean, this is definitely an option. Yeah, I'm just gonna collect everything on this beach. There's like a really weird energy cell here. That makes like absolutely no sense. Collect all of this first. It's like one of those things you probably don't, or like it doesn't really make sense. I think there's like a voice line hinting at it when you do it. Not here. It's in a second. I don't think there were any orbs down here. Yeah, I was correct. Just had to make sure. What we have to do is at one of those, I guess, sentinel statues.
Hey, seagulls! Let's buzz them for kicks.
Yeah. For some reason we have to shoot those seagulls multiple times. Scoutfly, thanks. This is number 1 and number 2. And obviously Daxter enjoying this for some reason. A bit too much maybe. This is the last one. Yeah, this was the last one. For some reason those birds cause an avalanche. And I do not know why. There's probably a reason for that. Good thing birds don't fly too often above my house, I guess.
Wow!
They do.
They caused an avalanche! Let's check it out!
Yeah, we should check that out. This is one energy cell at least. There's another one, or another stuff that we have to pick up. And here's one really weird move that we never have to use again in this whole game. Yeah, we can punch upwards. Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, kind of makes sense that those weird crabs are invincible while they have the shell down. But I did not remember. So basically you can punch and then jump up to punch up, or you can just do, basically crouch and jump. And that erases this weird logs, I guess. So you have a stairway to reach another area. Just gonna punch it twice. I don't remember if there was like a specific setting you have to reach to get everywhere. But I guess we'll see in a second. Look at that. It's a mechanism that works without blue eco. Crazy. They should use that in the village. Okay, we already were over here, so obviously we don't have to reach that particular part. But we can now reach those orbs on the other side. Also, why did I forget the energy cell over there? I could literally see it from here. Well, anyway, more scout flies. Let's pick up the energy cell before I forget. And then there's still some more things to do here. More dance moves. Classic Daxter. For now, this is one of those vents we activated. Normally this one is deactivated unless you do the whole jungle temple area first. So I can use that in a second, but let's first pick up everything I can see before I forget. So, very nice. And the energy cell up there. Okay, I can't reach it from here. At least not conveniently, so let's just skip that for now. We'll be able to see the energy cell from over there anyway. So let's just use these pads to jump over. Very convenient. I don't think we can actually... Oh, we can actually destroy them using blue eco, which is kind of nice. I did not remember that. Is it because I landed on it or because I stood? Okay, it's actually because I landed on it with this big jump. Because it was kind of confusing to me. Anyway, let's reach the top of this tower and... Yeah. kick lurker butt. Thanks. To get another energy cell, and we can use the cannon again, just like on Misty Island. Which is kind of convenient because again there are like these boxes down on the beach, so it's a lot easier to have them explode like this. If you can actually figure out the angle and strength you have to use to shoot those bombs. Technically you could just get shot by a cannon, I guess. And just stand in the right position to have them all explode. But like this is slightly easier, I guess. Okay, is there another box I'm missing? I don't think so. Oh yeah, this one. Before I forget. But I think that is the last one. Okay, let's return to climbing, I guess. Oh. But that was too short. And there's a shark. There's a shark. And he stopped. Okay, very nice. There's a shark in the water. If you jump down there, have to be slightly quick just to not get eaten. Which would be kind of inconvenient, I guess. To adventuring and stuff. So let's pick up all of this. And then there's another energy cell that's just out in the open for some reason. Except for this weird worm again. And we are also kind of close to the other energy cell I left earlier. So we can just pick that one up. Okay. Get this one. And this should be all the orbs in this area. And then we should just have to go over here to pick up the energy cell. And we can also reach the slightly higher area. It's also kind of nice because there is the little cliff that was described before, like in the background, you can see it right now. There's the egg that we have to push down the cliff. Which is also kind of important for energy cells and stuff. And also things. So let's just roll over here. Rolling itself actually doesn't really make it faster, from what I remember. Getting another scout fly. And trying to remember where the last one was.
Are you near the egg yet?
Yes, we are near the egg.
That's it. Just a little further.
Yes, we love all the elements. Like this. I mean, it surely wasn't, but we can't really push. I'm sorry, lady.
Now meet me down here by the egg.
The egg is fine. Okay, over there is the last fly. Can just...
we might want to talk to the birdwatcher and see if we scramble that flood egg.
I mean, we sure can do that in a second, but I first want to collect those last energy cells. I feel like we're still missing some orbs. Where were those? I think those are just the ones there, right? Just giving like a little overview. Actually, still almost 40 missing. That's a bit more than I thought. Ow. Dog. I mean, not dog, lurker. Can't call those dogs, I guess. It's not petting a dog. Let's talk.
Oh my. I hope the poor dear's okay. Here's a power cell for your valor.
No!
Look, isn't that cute? It thinks you're its mama.
Ah! I'm not your mom! You see any feathers here?
Oh, love at first sight. Oh. Listen, boys. I'll take this little chick back to the village with me and work with the sage to take care of her.
Yeah, very nice. We saved the flood, kind of. I mean, we pushed it off a cliff. Very nice bird. And now it's safe. I guess. Somewhat debatable. It is at least inside the village. This is one thing that has happened, so I don't know. So I guess now it's time to get those orbs that I left on the weird pillars over there. And then we should probably jump into the water, because I remember there was a lot of those orbs inside the water. And it's a lot easier to do if you have blue eco already. So let's just jump over there. Let's look around. Yeah, they're still there. I was wondering if I already picked them up, because I have the memory of a goldfish, so, you know, sometimes you just forget. Let's jump up here, and over here. You might have been able to skip one of those platforms, but not that important. I mean, we are, again, not really speedrunning, so we have the time, all the time in the world. Let's jump over here. Get the refill and then just jump into the water and try to... Okay, I obviously landed on the one sand bench that exists here. Good to know. Yeah, pick up those... I mean, I will not dive because I have blue eco, but you know, the idea, the sentiment is right. I mean, you can also dive for them for a short while. You can't actually drown in this game, you just, you know, surface at some point. If I recall correctly, yeah. Okay, I'm still holding the button, so... Again, it's quite simple. There aren't really that many areas where you have to dive anyway. From what I remember, at least. Okay, I'm missing... how many? Ooh, there's still quite a lot, actually. Where did I leave them, then? Kind of confused about that. Did I interact with all of those weird contraptions? Like I somehow... I mean, I certainly didn't deal with that one. If I recall correctly, we still have to jump over here. Now with the blue eco to pick up that contraption. Okay. Those will be a lot of orbs. And then well, still some orbs missing, maybe over here. It's like where I would put some, you know, behind the waterfall. And I was actually right, which is kind of nice. There's one more. Okay, how many am I missing? Should have counted. 6. That sounds like 2 places with 3 orbs each. If I had to put some numbers on there. I could see them being hidden somewhere in the beginning of the beach, because I have not actually explored too well in this area, if I recall correctly. There might be like a little alcove I missed. No, maybe not. I was actually incorrect about that. Just wanna... Thanks. Jump up here. Where was that? I have absolutely no idea. Not behind those rocks. I'm guessing they are not up on the cliff with the flood egg, just because we had blue eco all the time. Makes it kind of hard to miss those orbs. There I just got some orbs, so it's also not here. Maybe I actually missed some on the beach over there. I mean, I'm not that observant, I guess. If I did. There are none. I think one of those sentinels had a scout fighter, if I recall correctly. One had the energy cell, and there was one with orbs. Did I pick those up? I'm so confused. As always. Always just confusion. This was the one with the energy cell, if I recall correctly. And then over there would be another one with stuff that I probably already picked up. Or not, I guess. Oh, yeah, I was right. There's stuff hidden behind. Very nice. And this is everything for Sentinel Beach. Okay, actually making some progress here. Just good to know. Let's say running over here is probably the fastest. Jumping through the water. And getting back to Sandover. And this should be basically everything here. Then I would definitely complete Sandover Village. That should be a very quick thing to do. Since it's not that large of an area and we know most of the things already. Especially if we find the scout flies now so quickly.
Hurry up with those power cells. I'm waiting at the head of Fire Canyon, at the top of the cliff behind the farmer's house.
I mean, I know, but I'm still gonna ignore you. No, I have not seen any lurkers here. That's a lie. Certainly not that dangerous. To talk about what you talked about earlier, I guess. We talked to this guy. This is the fisher. This is the uncle we gave some orbs already. I think we did everything. We're talking about NPCs, so we only have some stuff near the water left, I guess. I'm just gonna jump between those rocks just to make sure that I find everything. What is missing, by the way? I know we have to... Okay, we need the scout fly and we only need to pay the 120 orbs to the oracle. So it's actually not that much anymore. Maybe down here?
Did you see the size of the bite that lurker shark took out of the fisherman's
I
boat?
mean, that's a
We
bite.
best stay way clear of them. I don't think we can tackle a creature that dag nasty.
Guess we can't. And we shouldn't. Okay, over there. There's the last fly, and we already triggered this one, right? I didn't just walk by here and ignore it, right? Just making sure, because again, goldfish memory. Okay, yeah. I already did that, and then we have some more orbs and the scout fly over here. I think we should probably go from the other side. Might be slightly easier. Yeah, there's some steps. Some steps to take. And climb upstairs here. And more energy cells. And all the orbs. Very nice. So all that's missing is just talking to the oracle to get the last energy cell. And we should probably be able to do that quite easily. Just roll over there and let's have the last conversation.
You have proven yourself worthy. Here is a power cell.
Very, very nice. Okay, so everything that's missing is basically that one energy cell. I have no idea where it is in the Forbidden Jungle. So let's check that one out again. Right? Geyser Rock, Sandover Village, Sentinel Beach, Forbidden Jungle, yep. And we have not seen it. This is basically what it means that this one isn't marked. I am definitely sure that's something that we can just pick up. Probably hidden in some crevice. And I'm just blind. Because I am, I guess. It's probably not here. I feel like everything behind this is probably the jungle itself. Because we didn't get one of those title cards when we moved over here. I guess let's just check it out again. I kind of want to check this area first because I feel like I could have hidden an energy cell somewhere here. Just looking around. Sometimes you have to. Did I find all the orbs? Yeah, I found all the orbs. So it's literally just a lone energy cell somewhere. Which is kind of annoying. Because they're also kind of glowing, so I should actually be able to find it. And I'm feeling really bad that I'm not. Wait. Oh, I remember. I remember. And this is actually slightly harder now because I do not have blue eco over here. Can I jump into the laser upstairs? No, I cannot. How do I get blue eco over here? Oh, right. I can just go downstairs. Let me pick up some more of those orbs, and I'm also very low health, which is kind of annoying. And I obviously land on a fish. And because I landed in the water, Daxter doesn't actually comment on it. There are like some moments where he doesn't. But at least I now remember what I have to do. Don't laugh at me, crazy fisherman. Not today, please. Yeah, we had some blue eco over here next to the water, and I think there was also... Oh, there's also a vent. That would actually be slightly easier, but I think that bit of blue eco should be enough. If I jump up here now, I can just run to the door and get the last energy cell. Very nice. Those are all the last, or all the energy cell, not just the last one, in the Forbidden Jungle now. Just making sure I collected everything. I can also check I have everything in Sentinel Beach, Sandover Village, Geyser Rock. So the next area now would be the Fire Canyon. Wait. Everything in Misty Island. Everything. Very, very nice. So let's just walk over there for now. I mean, there certainly is just a little bit of walking to be done. And now, again, behind the yaks, obviously, Kira was very, very adamant about that fact. So let's climb up here. I mean, we have been here slightly earlier. But now the Zoomer's actually here. So let's deal with that. Hello, hello.
Great! You have the 20 cells needed to power my heat shield. Now be careful. The shield will only protect your Zoomer till it reaches 500 degrees, so try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and it's over.
Over? Like burning molten metal over?
The fire canyon gets pretty hot, so keep a lookout for jumps to keep you off the hot ground. I've also released several blue cooling balloons you can use to drop the shield's temperature quickly. Oh, and when you get across, don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Blue Sage's lab. Then we'll be able to teleport over and meet you. Good luck!
Yeah, very, very nice. But this is probably where I would cut the stream now. Just because we actually made a lot of progress. And then tomorrow we can do the second hub area and so forth. Basically, every day I'm gonna try to do one hub area. Probably won't be streaming every day now. But I definitely kind of want to get into a routine to do that. Just because, you know, something to do, I guess. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna end it here. Gonna save first though. Options. I don't think we actually have to save because, again, autosaves. But we're already at 32% of the game. So you can see actually making quite some progress. So probably 3 streams, just about, and that should be all. But anyway, see you all next time. Toodaloo!